It's also one of the only Honkai songs that isn't on Spotify. For some reason. Which is fucked up. Because I would really place that in like the top 5 personally. Oh wait, I don't need that to be plugged in anymore. Okay, we are on episode 34. There are only 42 chapters. How long could it take?
A wise choice, mate.
You'll have to let me know if it sounds any different, because the mic is in a radically different spot than it is typically. Oh god, I'm gonna have to read. Okay. Is that right? As if I hadn't experienced enough iterations on the theme of entrapment, I was carelessly tossed into a makeshift jail cell. If that's the case, then I can just move it back. Hang on. Okay. Fuck me for trying to move shit around, I guess. That almost assuredly sounds better. Yeah, evidently the hanging it above the monitor causes it to pick up more background noise than it does in this position, which is substantially closer to just the desk. Which I guess does make sense. Move the controller out of here, I don't want to look at that right now. Okay. So, my night ends the way it began, with me walking in a storage room. Like I'm an anthrax letter somebody just keeps forgetting to mail off. Remember, Dad? People like us don't go to prison, you said. You apparently didn't imagine that karma might get creative. I'm sorry, Alfonso. Your touching act of defiance only bought me about 15 minutes of actual freedom. If only I weren't so useless. Yeah, I can't believe you forgot his name, fake fan. You should be ashamed of yourself, dude. Sensing my shame and doubt starting to circle like vultures, I decided to get up and poke around. Maybe test the doorknob for old time's sake. Yep, locked. But hey, look, open bars. It's like they're daring me to yell for hours. The rest of the room just seemed to be straight boxes. So I headed towards the barred window. I didn't really expect to see anything, but then something, or someone, caught my eye. Down there, is that a woman? I wonder if she'd be able to hear me. Hopefully she's some immoral executive type trying to secure a seat in the boss man's new world order. That would be deeply unfortunate. Hey lady! Up here! Can you see me? The jokes really write themselves. I guess she could hear me, because she quickly looked in my direction. I couldn't see her expression, but her eyes lingered. Ada, help. If I please reached her, they certainly didn't inspire much. Instead, she turned away and pulled out a small gun. With a quick shot fired into the night, she suddenly swung away like freaking Spider-Man. Yeah, that does sound like Ada. So, can't say I had Carmen Sandiego in a party dress on my crazy kidnapping bingo card, but here it is. I didn't have much time to game theory the woman's presence, because my attention was suddenly ensnared by the growing sound of footsteps marching in my direction. That's my favorite MatPat video. Shit. Maybe if I need to make myself scarce for a minute. Driven by nothing more than a primitive urge to evade scary men, I darted into the back of the room, only to remember it was a dead end. Also, that is literally not the back of the room, by the way. You were in the back of the room before. You were actively closer to the door. Embarrassing. Wait, you think I don't know how the layout of this stupid fucking storage room works? Get real. After just a few seconds, there was a loud beep and the squealing of a rusty door. I could hear the men shuffling towards me, clearly not in any particular hurry. When one of them poked their head around the corner and reached out for me, I ducked underneath the table, crawled to the other side, and bolted toward the door. Well, if there were ever a time to employ my idea of yelling for Leon, this is it.
Leon!
The goons seemed to know this was an exercise in futility. They didn't even try to bum rush me. They just ambled up behind me, slowly, like creeps.
Help me, Leon!
Nevertheless, I persisted. Why is it always ugly men who want to burst into my bubble? You know. Some Spanish words that probably are not, you want to get some coffee? Are you sure? Okay, this guy's putting off seriously bad vibes. I know he's pissed, but I'm Saddle's precious guest. The creature inched toward me, but then stopped all of a sudden to glance at the ceiling. I followed his gaze and saw the problem. A security camera. Could someone named Leon be watching it? It's more likely than you think. Apparently I'm not the only one who thinks it's a possibility. Also, it's very weird that the switch for that security camera is inside this room. definitely some questionable electrician work on this island. If I didn't know any better, I would say that this isn't military grade, despite this being the military island. With the distraction over, my heart remembered the imminent danger, and returned to panic pumping. The goon glared at me with his weird, milky eyes. I instinctively began to scoot away. Do you think they, like, built the island? Like, this sort of seems like just an island that they just found, you know, and they're just occupying, as opposed to something that they constructed. Why don't you boys pick on someone your own size, hmm? That voice. Could it be a troublesome woman? What is this music? Is this one of the fabled M. Zekis? Does Ada have good taste? A second later, I was staring with somewhat morbid glee at a bloody spout where the creature's head used to be. And there goes the other one. This lady knows how to get it done. Professionals, man! Sorry to leave you the mess, but don't worry. I'm sure Leon will come for you soon. Wait, who are you? How do you know Leon? I'm with the FBI. Sure, Ada. But can you keep a secret? Don't tell Leon you saw me. It's safer that way. Yeah, oh, yeah. I won't tell him. Immediately. Good girl. Make sure that bodyguard of yours treats you right. He means well, but he's a little dense. Bye now. And she's gone. What a cool lady. I told Dad those diversity initiatives would be good for the Bureau. Jesus Christ, Ashley. Come on, brother. Pull it together. The goons did indeed dissolve. When their particles settled, all that remained was the sound of wind playing with the waves. And no, they didn't have keys in them. Believe me, I checked. With nothing else to do, I returned to the back of the room to let the adrenaline finish flushing through my bloodstream. I'd only sat down a minute when exhaustion pulled on my body like an anchor. The prospect of further terrors was barely a hum compared to the siren call of sleep and subsequent personality fragmenting. Leon, please hurry. Alright, who's it gonna be this time, boys? The weird inner personalities of Ashley are by far the best part. Wow, dude, the frame rate suddenly got so much better for some reason. That's really weird. I wish my dreams were in like 144 frames like that. Come on, dude. Ah, my guardian angel. Could he be nearby?
Leon! Leon!
As Leon slid up to the door, I immediately heeded the call that emanated from his smoldering gaze, the one that said, "Shut the fuck up." He quickly inspected the lock, and recognized that he lacked whatever he needed to open it. He looked back at me, and nodded.
Wait.
Waiting. Now, that's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? I can't fucking believe that they hit us with more Dragon's Dogma shit. Leon hurriedly turned around and slipped out through a door on the right, presumably in search of a key. Or just as good, a hamburger. I was kind of hoping to cross conjugal visit off my bucket list, but oh well. Guess I'll engage in the mystical female art known as waiting on a man. I'm still feeling pretty high-strung. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to meditate for a while. I think that's just what I need to keep the temperature down. Self-soothing, here I come. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. What is it fucking this time, you miscreant? You are enjoying a relaxing stay, on the taxpayer's dime, at a luxurious seaside resort. The sea's salty musk lingers on your skin like a lover's cologne, and your mind is consumed by the desire for a hot bath. You are surprised, or more accurately, delighted, to find your bodyguard already partaking of this pleasure, water glistening in the hard lines of his biceps. And then, the ghost of Lewis wanders into your dimensional space. Huh? The gang is all here. No, this is all wrong. You can't just wear normal clothes. You're supposed to be sexy. God damn it, sexy. Christ.
Leon.
You okay?
Maybe it's because it's the only question he asked, but I'm starting to love hearing those two little words.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Music to my elephantine ears. Damn. We're really gonna do it like that, huh? The writer for this game is actively more mean about Ashley's ears than we are. Just want to say, I am so glad I didn't have to spend 20 years chiseling my way out of here with a tiny pickaxe. I mean, what Bibles would I even hide it in? As we round the corner, Leon stops abruptly as a small object comes floating towards the window. Is this the part where Saddle sends trained bats to attack us? Because that seems like something he would do. Paper airplane? What is this? My 5th grade homeroom? Wait. What the fuck is that? Not again. Leon's been flirting with every thirsty bitch in Putaville, Spain. Not named Ashley Graham. And now that there is trampling all over my hidden affections with their amorous communications, heads are gonna fucking roll! Wait. Realistically, the number of people who could have sent that has got to be tiny, right? And by tiny, I mean Miss Santiago. Leon picked up the note and pored over it with a glimmer in his eye that I hadn't seen from him before. Is Leon in an unrequited office romance with the hot bureau lady? And would Lifetime Originals accept that script if I wrote it? Remembering that I promised the lady I wouldn't mention her, and also wanting to mask my jealous rage, I turned away from Leon as he read. Instead, I tried to run the calculus on how she got that plane to glide in here so perfectly. Consummate professional that he was, Leon stowed his his tender feelings in order to deal with more pressing problems, like goons coming to break our knees. Again with the Magnum, huh? One problem solved, two problems solved. 2.5 men. We're up to 2.5 men and done. Join us next week for another exciting episode of Leon S. Kennedy, Problem Solver. Who knew the secret to a clean prison break was just a well-armed Spec Ops agent? Work smarter, not harder, criminals of the world. Granted, it helps that we're dealing with some rank amateurs here. I mean, look at this chump. Not even recognizing how badly he's about to get crossboned. And now look at him. A sad, dissolving husk. Was your stupid arrow pistol worth it, sir? Was it? Your arrow pistol, huh? Approximately 1 second after passing through the door, Leon pulled out his shotgun and did a little posturing thing that says, "Stop being visually present." At this close range, hot shells pelted my head and covered my ears. And covering my ears accomplished about as much as Mom's literacy program. I know Leon can't help having to cause major ear trauma, but it'd be nice if he gave me the tiniest forewarning before he started a rocket concert with his gun. Whew, glad that's over. I suppose I should just be grateful that I'm on this side of Leon's onslaught, but is it too much to ask that he brought me some earplugs? Leon pressed the button on the control board to reopen the exit. I think we all know where this is going to go. Hey, I don't need eyes in the back of my head to know what that means. Ah, my eyes. Aha, feels like forever since I saw Leon, a roundhouse, kick somebody. But legs don't have a friendly fire setting, so I should probably duck again. Seems to be the theme right now. And now we escape to a helicopter, armed with turrets, that I get to shoot. Right? Dear sweet God, that smell. It's like someone made deviled eggs out of roadkill.
Looks like this is it.
Ugh, it stinks.
Sure does.
Why don't I feel like we're actually in agreement on this? I swear to God, his smile is like a sexy terrorist. You know it's bad news, but you can't help but looking. However, I did protest as a matter of principle. Kind of like how one might ask a suicide bomber to please refrain from exploding.
No way, Leon.
Way.
Hold up. Let's hit pause for a second and evaluate this moment. Positive. I'm holding Leon's hand. Negative. We're leaping into garbage. Also positive. Leon finally gets to be in the garbage with me. Also negative. Pros and cons. Ow. I see Leon isn't the kind of man who likes to cuddle after he fucks you in the ass. Actually, you can't just make me read that. Feeling like we dived headfirst into the griping married couple of 20 years stage of our relationship, I decided to, well, gripe.
Are you out of your mind?
I mean, obviously, but it'd be good to get his opinion.
I knew you'd be fine if you landed on your butt.
Wait. Let's evaluate. I'm really liking these evaluating moments. They're good. Negative. He's mocking your butt, and more generally, your safety, in Otome. Positive. He's thought about the size of your butt. Now let's now let's collate my feelings about this and see what the old noodle spits out as a response. Feigned anger. Good call, brain. I'm sure Leon knows an idle threat when he sees one, but he still reacted with a gentleman's grace, and that's worth something. Hold up. I just realized I landed on something gross. It feels like pancake syrup mixed with dog spit.
What is this?
Come on, let's go.
Leon seems awfully skittish all of a sudden over some sticky, human-shaped garbage. I gotta remember, not everyone has my deep experience with trash. Leon hurried over to the switch in front of us and opened the gate. You know, I thought maybe it was just the aggressive bacteria farts, but I'm starting to sense a real malevolence down here. Ah, jeez.
What is that thing?
Leon hauling ass was, for the moment, a sufficient answer. We darted past the second gate, only to encounter the next problem. No way forward, thanks to some prick leaving his companion cube in the middle of the path. Leon rushed over to another level that closed the gate behind us, giving us a few seconds to assess the situation against the, I don't know, even kinkier Voldo. TM question mark. Oh, God, it's disgusting. It's like someone injected Jello into its bones, which is pretty meta considering, you know, gelatin. It's pretty meta, huh? Leon took aim at the red barrel and waited for the creature to undulate its weight toward us. If he's bothering with this tactic, I guess regular bullets won't kill it outright. But hey, it's been a while since I saw Leon destroy a barrel. I'm glad he hasn't forgotten his hobbies in all this. Whew, good old barrel blast. Also, whoa, gasoline smell. Maybe that finally explains the combusting barrels back at the church. One mystery down, 100 to go. With the creature distracted, we hurried over to the metal box blocking our path. Oh, Leon, you're so proud. Refusing to ask for help when pushing a box that probably weighs more than both of us combined. If there were 10 of us. Don't worry, Leon. These noodle arms may not look like much, but they're absolutely baking in adrenaline. I pushed with all my push, and after a painful series of seconds, our effort paid off. The box dropped into the wastewater below, and we raced across. Only to find the exit blocked, because has literally anything in this godforsaken place been easy? Yeah, Leon didn't think that's going to be nearly enough steps. We darted back to the other side of Garbage Street and waited behind another explosive barrel. If it ain't broke, blast it. While Leon readied his only strategy, I looked back at Spike Lee, who seemed to be flailing against the closed gate. With those liquid bones, it could surely slide through the bars. But hey, you're not going to see me complaining about a stupid enemy type. Oh my god, it can open doors with its mind! With its mind! It has a mind! To my horror, I realized that the creatures were effectively sandwiching us. In their ragged, sickly breathing, I detected an unnerving tone of hunger. Like how you imagine men who buy girls' underwear off the internet. In an effort to reduce both my bodily harm and emotional investment, I ducked and waited for either success or flesh spike impalement. Fortunately, the one in front of us won the race, allowing Leon to trigger the trap and buy us a few seconds of fiery chaos in order to slip by. Seriously? another box and just barely blocking the door? Why is everything the worst? Summoning every ounce of strength I have left in my exhausted body, we push the box the cruel 13 inches necessary. Whoever designed this fucking world is an asshole. Correct. Somebody can pick up the thermoscope, shiggy dicky. So, can we talk about the garbage pail heads? Too soon? Yeah, I get it. God, this game is like fucking incredible, but I wish so badly that the footage here either didn't exist or it was actually like captured properly so it wasn't like fucking 10 frames a second. Like, holy shit, this hurts my eyes. I really want to know, like not even like how they did this, like why is this happening exactly? This new room seemed to feature the same smoldering heat of Salad's lava moat, minus the opulence. Hey, it just occurred to me that if Leon's here, that means I can think about Salad in the past tense. How great is that? In any case, this area was apparently off limits because the manual laborers pulled out their crossbows and hatchets. Usually I just get catcalled in construction zones, so it's a nice change of pace. Hell of a shot, Leon. I'm so glad that we're married, and I can't wait to touch your wrist. Your waist. I can't read, sorry. Excuse me, you walked past those fucking barrels. Oh wait, no, I don't think he did. We rushed onwards and we came to a sudden drop-off that just screamed accessibility lawsuit. We jumped down to a seeming dead end, with an oddly positioned wrecking ball suspended over an open lava hole. It's not often you get to see a whole year's worth of OSHA violations in a single room. One thing about it. What's up with evil people and lava? Did they just think about installing solar panels and were like, not bad, but I want it to be more like the sun, you know, molten fire. Anyway, catching the distinct smell of a trap, I carefully scanned the room for anything less than obvious. Fortunately, my keen senses did not disappoint.
Look, there's a gate here.
I mean, it's not much of a gate now, but wrecking balls have a way of changing that. Damn, boys rushing in like I just shouted free boobs. With the lackeys preoccupied with their burning skin, we rushed over to the control room. Good to see that Leon can put two and two together. There seemed to be a switch that controlled the wrecking ball. Leon commanded me to pull it while he stood guard. Hey, hey, all the utility of cranking, none of the arm strain. I'm on it. As I took hold of the switch, an eager satellite bum rushed our orbit. Kinda busy here, Leon. You wanna deal with that? You may have snatched me up, satellite, but you can't stop what I've set in motion. Isn't this room a little small to be... Leon, you suck.
Oh, no.
Unfucking believable, Leon. What an asshole. You can't do this. Call me crazy, but I think I just jumped into a different timeline. Man, these parasite powers are getting weird. I never went that far. Well, what's a girl to do? Sorry, dead me, but the show must go on. I say this timeline as Leon doesn't play with fire. Considering the version of me that's ashes on the ground, this is only to my benefit. Amidst the chaos, we rushed into the control room, and Leon directed me to pull the lever. Deja vu? Ah, yeah. This is the superior timeline. Oh no, Leon! I can't imagine how much that hurts. Uh-oh. The timelines are converging. Still, I feel your pain, Leon. I, too, was hoping for a no-damage run. At this stage, we might need to settle for a no-amputation playthrough. Clumsy me. I think I just dropped my contact. False alarm. I've got great vision. I glanced over at Leon to see how he wanted to proceed. In return, he sharply nodded at the switch. Don't need to tell me twice. Alright, that's two. One more should do it. Just gotta wait another minute. Look alive, Leon. Wow, this is off to a good start. Wow, actually, did you pull up the DS E-Ray soundtrack just now? That's weird. God damn it, we're getting swarmed here, but we're so close to escape. That's it. No more delicate damsel. With God as my witness, I'm not moving from this spot until that switch has been pulled. Ew. I don't like how much popping heads sound like opening a shaking soda can. But hey, now I can finally give up Diet Coke. Another win for trauma. Dude, Tolo is gonna lose his fucking mind when he plays this game. It really is just bordering on being tailor-made for his chat experience. You can't fucking say shit like that. Come on. Ugh, always the chunks in the back, but I will not be deterred. Okay, only slightly deterred. Come on, baby. Get up, you mother...
Lord Seth.
Screw this, I'll be on the ground. Whew, that was way too eventful, but it did teach me an important lesson. Courage is a fool's game. It's the final round. Ready, set, wreck. With Leon looking rather done with getting beaten up, we hobbled our way past the remaining goons and made our escape. So long, losers. I hope you fall in lava and lose your workplace safety lawsuit. Well, that's rather spiteful, isn't it? Yeah, see? Like, we started at on episode 34, right? It's 38 now. Like, these are super fucking turbo short. Okay. Once we were in the next room, I exhaled like my lungs had been incubating hot air for years. So I breathed like saddle, basically. I felt a little guilty, though, worrying about my own stress levels when Leon was over here with arrow wounds in his torso. This is my fault. If only I had collected more of those herbs when I was alone. Although in my defense, I was in mortal peril, and all things considered, I am blameless. I didn't do anything wrong at all. Fortunately, we were able to proceed without much drama. Apparently, no one was paid enough to follow us, and the corridor itself was quiet. Almost too quiet. Come on. Can't I just allow myself to believe that this is a safe place? I'm not that jaded yet, am I? Scratch that. I am excessively jaded. In layman's terms, I believe that is called a nope. We power walked back towards the entrance, clear with the knowledge that this was going to be more fight than flight. Of course, we'd be waltzing through on the day when all the Garbarados decided to take a filthgrimage to their trash mecca. You're really towing the line with shit that you're making me read right now. Please do not make me say the words trash mecca ever again. Dan gave me a quick, silent head nod, which I took to mean, get the hell out of the way. And did I comply? Yes, of course. Once I was safely behind Liam, he took out his rifle and equipped it with some kind of scope I hadn't seen him use before, even though why didn't he fucking use it earlier? You know what new toys mean. We're in the shit now. Steel yourself for combat, Ash. What the fuck? Oh my god. So here's the situation. There's nowhere to run, and Jack Jellington wants to show us the real Nightmare Before Christmas. Uh-huh. All this means one thing. It's time for Ashley Graham to get serious. If I can jump timelines, surely I can take down a bald eunuch. Now, should I act as Leon's aim assist, or work on summoning my latent abilities? Oh my goodness. This is a fucking video game. Oh no! You feel that? This is the good timeline. Slashley, I call upon your deadly precision to vanquish my foes. Hell yeah, weak points. Bless you, Slashley, you glorious mistress of murder. Now to go on the offensive. Its weak points are exposed. Blow this bastard back into the trash heap, Leon. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I was very concerned that Leon was only going to attack like once per turn, so we were like soft locked because that would be really funny. We got him. Now what? Ugh, not the chunks. On second thought, I'm feeling okay about the chunks. Sure, they seem to be they seem like a violence against me, but they're also a tangible symbol of karmic justice. It's all a matter of perspective. And look, money! Why see it as some trash the creature ate when you can envision it as the spoils of war? There's nothing reframing can't fix. That's true. We stopped it in the middle of the corridor as it diverged into two paths. Now, the logical part of me says, please just keep moving straight, my god, this is a nightmare. But why succumb to anxiety when you can reframe it as adventure? And what would be the most adventurous thing to do in this situation? Taking the scenic route, of course. If it's not an obnoxious diversion, it's not a rewarding excursion. Leon, if you can perceive my thoughts, move to the left. Oh yeah, the success streak continues. It's too bad every fiber of my being screams for this bug to be zapped, because I could make a crap ton of money as a psychic. I mean, the marketing practically writes itself. Oh, your husband died? Well, why not send him a telegram? Stop talking. Isn't $10,000 a small price to pay for closure? And would you look at that? A conspicuously placed button at the end of Obnoxious Avenue. This is gonna be good for something. Press it, Leon. Wait, what if it's just an alarm? Sounded more like an unlocked door than an alarm, but that distinction might be lost on murderers. Starting to get a little nervous. Just to be on the safe side. Leon, kick the door open. Oh my. It's game time. Steel yourself for combat. Damn, this one's already really close. We have to settle for this fight being more quick than clean. Slashing, one more time. Sharpen your blade on this fool. Weak points identified. Commence the attack, Leon. What? Leon, no! He's too hurt! He can't hold his gun up! We're fucked! You hear me? Fucked! Wait. There's a voice. Oh no. It's like a drum beat of marching out of the darkness. It's saying, Smashly. Jesus. My Jesus. No choice. Better to live with regrets than not to live at all. Smashly. Unlocked. Oh my goodness. He's fucking dead! That was fun, wasn't it? Good, clean, fun. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Holy fuck. That was profoundly unpleasant. Ashley really hit us with the "it's time for Jack to let her rip." And I'm not sure that I'm here for it. With no further trash beast to impede our progress, we arrived at a half-open gate. Leon had the very bright idea to pull at the lever next to the gate, but nothing happened. This is what happens when you let Toothy make a garbage face gobble up your electricians. Unless those worthy electricians. Considering Leon's injuries and my delightfully petite frame, I think I'm the logical person to go into the game. Plus, maybe you can catch another whiff of my butt. I mean a visual whiff.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Yeah, I know you like baby Kate's winky face. Jesus. And done. Just think of how different life would be if I had been this useful for the last 10 hours. We finally reached the end of this long hallway and found our last remaining obstacle, a large door flanked by 2 switches. I bet we have to throw them simultaneously in order to unlock the door. It's like a buddy lock. If you ain't got a bud, then this door's a dud. Some stupid crap like that. Point is, today, I'm that buddy. POV, you're playing Buddy Simulator, except your buddy is fucking Ashley Graham. I stepped into Buddy formation, then got a little nervous. What if I mess up? Will goons drop out of the ceiling each time we fail? Will my otherwise charming klutziness finally get on Leon's nerves? Sweats. Sweats considerably. You can do this, Ashley. Pretend that Leon will take you to an upscale restaurant if you get it right the first time. Now, at the count of 3, we both pull the switch. Whoops, that went a little faster than I expected. But I'll get it right this time. Yeah, we did it. And hey, second try isn't bad. I mean, that's worth at least a pretend ice cream date. In any case, we made it through here alive and in one piece. Well, this is counting some of Leon's tissue damage, and the version of me I left to squat in the great dumpster in the sky. Other than those things... Bulldozer Simulator 2004. It can only be called fate. Stop saying that! You can't say that after the timeline thing. Fuck off. I don't have a dedicated burn voice prepared. Eat shit. Come on, dude. Who's wasting their time on licensing exams for heavy equipment now, Dad? That's a good load screen. This is it. The embodiment of power, subject to my will. Get the fuck away from me. Don't you worry, Smashley. The next 10 minutes will be defined by a single word. Carnage. Okay, now let's see here. Whoa, is this it? 2 levers, an engine key, and some pedals? Simple enough, but man, cheap. Truly, no one cuts corners on their world domination plans quite like the saddlebags. Oh well, let's hope this man keeps us up to gas in the tank as money in the bank. Refreshed by my newfound sense of utility, my exhaustion faded away, and I became laser focused on plowing ahead, ideally over some dudes. Which is why I was so disappointed when I suddenly sensed that all the dudes were behind us. Because we were trudging along at a blistering 7 miles per hour, some of the more athletic goons managed to leap onto the cargo bed. Not that their extreme hitchhiking was really necessary, since we were soon forced to stop at a sealed door blocking the path. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Ah, yes. How do you like me now? Oh, that's my baby. I looked back to see how Leon was faring. I thought about sticking the bulldozer in reverse and running over some of the goons, but it seemed like he had it in control, so I just drove on. We continued along at an even clip, and things seemed to be looking up. The number of aspiring jumpers dwindled, and nothing slowed us down long enough for them to swarm. Nothing's gonna stop us. Oh no! Look at these guys, getting ideas, thinking. But what are they gonna do? Tailgate us? I'm sure Thomas the Tank can handle some bruising. Leon, on the other hand. That truck is getting awfully close. Put him down, Leon. As a bonus, the truck is now blocking the path, making it harder for them to... Never mind. Figuring that moving along at a glacial pace was the best thing I could do, I drove on as Leon valiantly attended to this fresh onslaught. Just as he began to cull the herd, we were graced with the flaming reappearance of Trucker Carlson. God damn it. We can't even outrun a truck that's literally on fire. A critical reminder of the importance of being agile. Hold the phone. I think we're about to be saved by a clearance bar. Just cover our asses for 15 more seconds, Leon. Come on. Come on! Fucking terrifying. Cancel culture at its finest. If you say so, you little fucking freak. Unfortunately, we didn't have much time to savor the victory. We immediately pulled into a loading platform specifically designed to inconvenience us. I glanced up at the switch on the ledge above, which needed to be reset in order for us to go anywhere. I could have gotten out to do it, but the seat was nice and warm, so...
I'm leaving it to you.
Leon headed up the ladder towards the switch, and naturally, minions popped out of nowhere to impede him. At least if they're up here, they can't sneak up behind me. Okay, now I know the universe is just trolling me. This is a sealed room! Are they parachuting in from heaven? I swear, if the merchant is teaching them to teleport behind my back, literally stop saying these words. I can't do this anymore, dude. And what is Leon doing up there? It's taking so long. The minions appeared on this truck stop by magic. Finally, Leon hit the switch, and the lift came back online. I thought he might have to boldly leap from the ledge to make it in time, but no, the lift was nice and waited for him to get back safely. Now that this little distraction is over, I can stop fucking quoting when they cry topics, and I can ride this iron bull all the way to the finish line. Christ. It is at 12 o'clock, Leon. Another set, equally stupid. That sounded bad. Should have dissolved faster, bub. Skill issue. Leon moved to deal with the goons attacking from the rear when I got to work on another door in front of us. This really does have all the hallmarks of a last-ditch effort, doesn't it? But that means we gotta be close. Freedom is within my cold, clammy grasp. Another gate. After this, there'll be one less to worry about. God, no. Just in case Leon wasn't reading the room, I shouted. Leon leapt into action, pelting the Ramakazi with every bullet he had. It's too close, there's not enough time. You're right, Smashley. The power is in my hands. And all I need is the will to smash. Why does Ashley not simply smash her enemies when confronted? Oh, whoa. We're alive? Hot damn. Your keen sense of destruction came through, Smashley. Smashley? Oh, right. Alone again. Another one for the board, boys. Well, this is one way to blunt the pain of loss. Crap, that hits fast. Jesus. Stop talking. With my brain feeling like I was reenacting an ice skating routine, I almost didn't register us stopping by the merchant in the next room. Hey, wait a second. That's not the merchant. It's the guy with the drug eyes. Martinez. Damn, son, you looking baked. Good on ya. I gave Martinez an exaggerated thumbs-ups, and I'm almost confident he nodded back. Ah, right. We've never been tighter. Episode 40, boys. This marks the final... the final, separated from Leon departure. I'm very curious what this is going to entail. Well, if it isn't the Alpha Cheese himself come to play with the mice! We're really doing this, huh? We're really, the biggest cheese. The one that makes all of the rules. We're really out here just like making me fucking read this shit, huh? Oh my goodness.
I can feel
Cheddar?
them strongly inside.
Yeah, that's his name. I give the dude credit. He's a master of making a conversation really awkward, really fast.
Sadler! Perhaps you can resist, but you cannot disobey.
It just occurred to me that he has really long nails. Kind of fab. Too bad about the rest of them.
Come to me.
Oh my god. Hmm. It is. You're right. Of course I'll come, Leon. I've been waiting so long for you to ask. Out of my way, Peck. My true love awaits me. Strange. It sounds like a completely inconsequential person just called out to me. I will respond accordingly. I took Leon's hand, and it was like an angel's hand. A little cold, but that's fine. My burning desire makes up the difference. I don't like the one eye closed sprite, because it reminds me of Erica too much. This really is just like the worst day of my life. Leon, I'm so glad we're finally together like this. I'll never leave your side again. You know, Leon seems taller than he did a minute ago. I like that. Manlets out. Fucking look at him. So, where are we going exactly, my love? A place where you will be safe until such a time as you can be flown back to America. Saddle Leon, huh? Sounds Brazilian. That's so great to hear. I gotta admit, Leon, you really pulled this through. I don't want to say I ever doubted you, but there were some genuine moments of concern. Leon? I look like Leon to you? I love your dry sense of humor, Leon. What else would you look like? Saddlebags? Please. As if you could ever look like a deflated tire. Interesting. So it seems I arrived too late for the imprinting. It's totally fine, Leon. I mean, Spain and Massachusetts are separated by millions of years of tectonic drift. Even a beast like you could only accomplish so much. Indeed. Sir. Ah, Krauser. Now that Ashley is safe in my care, I'm trusting you to deal with the remaining problems. Leon, are you partnering with Krauser? It's like you've overcome your past differences and partnered up for a better future. Ah, it's wonderful to see. Yeah, right. A better future. I'll go address the last few roadblocks. See that you do. I'm so happy that you and Krause are reconciled, despite him being so... How should I say? Curlish. Is there anything you can't do, Leon? A moment. You're saying Krauser and I have a history? You should know, silly. Krauser told me you two went way back. Interesting. I will have to revisit those old memories with him later. Oh, I'd love to be a fly on that wall. Speaking of flies on the wall... Oh, Leon, don't feel like you need an excuse to cop a feel. This butt border is 100% open. No. It seems a little pest had latched onto you. I'll handle it. I appreciate it, Leon. You know, the bad experience I've had with bugs tonight. Even just thinking about them gets me a little antsy. Get it? Ah. To be safe, I will leave a little gift for anyone who might be pursuing us. After all, your safety is paramount. Aw, you took the time to adopt and train a dog while we were here? That's wonderful! I think he's Kimakawai. What's his name? It's... Well, I think her name was Maria at one time. I usually just call her It, like from the Stephen King book. Also, it continues to go too far. Oh, sorry to misgender you, Maria. I mean It. Ooh. Listen closely, my pet. I want you to hide somewhere nearby and prepare for the hunt. If you sense some prey nearby, lure them into your playpen. That's right, It. You mess up the baddies good. Well, Ashley, if you're ready, let's be on our way. After you, sweet cheeks. Jesus. This really is just like a fucking sequence, isn't it? So, Leon, when would you say is the exact moment you fell in love with me? God damn it. You're going fucking too fast. I have to read this. Okay, we're gonna read this when she's fucking done. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, so let's because for me it was the moment when I first saw your beautiful eyes and your perfect hair and your excellent jaw. And also there are bubbles, and I still don't know what all that was about. But anyway, Leon, back to my original question. Do you prefer a spring or fall wedding? Oh, or maybe on a beach. But that'd have to be in the summer, so it depends on your preference and whether we can get everyone together. I mean, I don't really know jack shit about your family yet, but the extended family is flipping huge. Lots of cousins, and they don't really skimp on the gifts. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got carried away and didn't let you answer the question. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What? Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Turning off the lights, huh, Leon? Those gondola rides just put you in a mood, don't they? It's all the slow grinding. Have you been like this the whole time? Damn, bitch, you live like this? You mean hella thirsty? Oh yeah, I just didn't want to bother you. But I don't know, there's this raw animal magnetism I can't seem to deny anymore, and it feels great. Right. Well, sorry to disappoint you, but I only turned off the lights to allow it to hunt better. We'll be leaving by that ladder, anyway. Now, let's proceed carefully. You go first. I'll follow. Don't think I don't know your ulterior motives, Leon, but fine. Gaze to your heart's content. Come again? Oh, I'm sure I will, you monster. Let's just say we get the first one under the belt, On second thought, I'm going to go out first. Just in case someone is going to ambush us at the top. And that, my handsome husband, is why you are getting paid the big bucks. After you. Wouldn't you know it? What awaited us at the top of the ladder was not a malicious minion, but some of the most precious moments of my life. This is fucking awful. Oh my god. My dear Ashley, after all that has happened today, I imagine you must be very tired. I thought you might like a little nap. You're so thoughtful, Leon. I wouldn't mind a nap, as long as it involves some cuddling. Yeah, I can't believe that we fucking skipped over Mike like that. That's fucked up. Yes, well, I'm afraid there is only enough room for one person in this resting chamber. But I promise you will be very comfortable without me. But Leon, I promised myself I would stay by your side always. I meant that more than figuratively. Well, I value your commitment, Ashley. But do not worry. I will be close by, watching over you as you rest. Oh, Leon, you're so sweet. You're like a river of chocolate in an ocean of cream. Go ahead and get in, if you would. I'm a little nervous. I'm not used to sleeping in a... What did you call it? A resting chamber? It is perfectly safe. The technology is designed to maintain an ideal atmosphere. Temperature, sound, oxygen levels, all calibrated for maximum restfulness. Wow, if it's half as good as your sales pitch, I'll be impressed. You're too good to me, Leon. Your well-being could not be more important to me, actually. You must return to your father in pristine condition. I appreciate that he's just doing like the Dark Souls laugh while he's saying all this. Oh, like that even cares. I mean, you've been wonderful, Leon, but let's be honest. He has a 400 billion military budget, and he sent one man to rescue his only daughter from a dangerous cult. Is that even love? That is an interesting point. But don't worry. Things will be different when you return. I will make sure of it. I hope you're right, Leon. I really do. For now, rest. I will come for you when it is time for the trip home. Can I have a kiss goodnight? Get in the pod! You're cute when you're stingy, but don't think we're gonna be one of those wait until marriage couples, Leon. Dios mío. Get me the fuck out of here. This is cozy. So, you promise to be watching over me, Leon? Of course. I won't let anyone take you away again. And next you wake, a new world will greet you. Let's agree, man. I almost feel bad for her. Almost. What a fucking loser. 2004. Spain. Oh no, what is this? Actually, I've come to return you to America. What? The president has chosen you to be his daughter. Yeah, that's how it works. It's actually a nationwide lottery who gets to be the president's daughter, if you weren't aware. Oh, really? But if he's a president, then he must be a boy, right? I've never daughtered for boys before. Huh. That sure is a new sentence to read. He's not just a boy, he's a president. I bet he's still a boy. Well, anyway, he asked me to give you this present. A present? Really? What is it? Freedom. Oh, I like freedom. Anyone smart enough to give anyone smart enough to give me freedom can't be all bad, even if he is a boy. Well, I guess I can go as long as I don't have to vote for him. That's an interesting segment.
Move! Let's go.
Freedom is the only way. Feeling extremely groggy after leaving the pod, I was hardly aware of where we were going. There was only the shuffling of feet and the shriek of bullets to guide me forward. Then, like sunshine splitting a storm cloud, Leon's breathy voice appeared above the chaos. Stay with me, Ashley. We're gonna get it out. It was probably just a psychic thing, but it didn't matter. My heart clung to those words, and my skin bristled with a radical feeling. Hope. And then I saw the chair.
This hunk of junk? I don't know about this, Leon.
There's only one way to find out. You operate.
Leon, how did you get that scar on your cheek? Wait, he wants me to do what? Whoever left the sticky note saying all that shit in Spanish, I just want you to know I appreciate you. Dios bless.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Ah, Leon, you're the only man who makes me unsure whether my moistness is nervous sweat or simmering lust. Godspeed, you gorgeous idiot. This is so awful. Is it even doing anything aside from torturing him? God damn you, maleficent maggot. Let go of my man. Leon, I'm so sorry. All this pain is my fault, and well, Crusher's fault too. I hope he's hurting every bit as much as you are. So that was horrible, but was it effective? Oh my god, it worked! Hell yeah! Succumb to science, you dirty little rib goblin. They're really just make me read all kinds of new fucking phrases today, huh?
How are you feeling?
$1,000,000.
Funny, because that's the amount of money. I'm gonna demand you be paid when we get out of here.
I thought you were gonna die. Alright. Guess I'm up.
Alright, Hart. You've been through a lot in the last 24 hours, but this is a big one. Please don't explode. Oh Jesus, I'm not ready for this. Think of something happy. What the fuck am I looking at? This game is art. Like, sure, we could have been playing, like, Persona 5. You know, like, the past few days, but, like, what would be the point? Like, we're playing Game of the Year right now.
You okay?
Leon, you fucking pervert. It's over. We did it, Reddit.
I don't know about you, but I think it's time we go home.
I was too exhausted to tell him how much those words made me want to blow him. So I just settled for the ageless classic, the silent yet affirmative nod. Long and thanks for the kitsch. After a few minutes of pounding gravel and stocking up with Merchant, we finally catch our breath at the base of an open elevator.
Something's not right. Ashley, you stay here.
I certainly wasn't eager about being left again, but being free of that parasite was also making me quite amenable. I watched Leon until he was finally out of sight. I wonder what he meant by not right. In this hellhole, that really could be anything. Another few minutes passed without much commotion, and I could feel my anxiety start to build. I know we're in less of a hurry now, but this is like the end of the game. Can't we just go? What could be so important? All of a sudden, a monstrous roar radiated from far above, and my panic went into overdrive. Jesus, Leon, do you have to fight every boss? Hey, wait a second. It's that woman! No wonder she's zipping around like a sexy Spider-Man. She's got a grappling gun! What the hell am I doing not owning one of those? Get a load of this guy. He doesn't have a grappling gun. Shiggy fucking diggy. I don't know what role she's playing in all this, but she seems pretty concerned about what's happening, and that's all the justification I need to get up there. I'll show Leon I can be an action girl too. What the fuck is this woman doing? Alright, gentlemen. You may have started this party, but Ashley Graham is here to make it rock. This sounds like the start of fucking Pulse and Anxiety. Emphasis on the fucking anxiety. Never mind. That was... wow. Like, when you realize that a person's bad profile pic was actually their best profile pic, but I guess I should have known that that saddle would be just as ugly inside as out. I don't have much choice but to hope Leon can handle the Worminator. But I wish there was something I could do to help, even if it was just to keep my anxiety in check. Oh, I know. I'll run up the hill and tell Merchant to get out while the game's good. Surely I can do that pretty fast. Oi, Ashley, you came to use up more of your question time? Or am I just naturally magnetic? Merchant, this is serious. You need to get off this island while you can. Doesn't matter? I swear I didn't sell dynamite to anybody. No, it's that there's a crazy priest up there that's transformed into a raging spider beast. So? So? So, doesn't that concern you? I mean, it don't sound pretty. But I try not to judge other people's hobbies. Maybe you'll understand better if we just go look at it together. It's a date. So, did it have any jewels on it? You know, like buried in its flesh? I was kind of freaking out, so I didn't really notice. This Spider-Man of yours blend into the construction zones or something? Check your 3, my man. You mean... Oh. Whoa, that does seem bad for business. You gonna push the button? Oh yeah, sorry. Damn button. Get me the fuck out of here. Well, Ashley, it's like I always say, a businessman, a salesman goes where the money flows. And you know, circumstances what they are, it seems like the well's about to go dry, so I'll take your advice and pack it up. How about you get out? Do you have a boat or something? A boat? Nah, too much upkeep, but you can just fly. Wait, what? The fuck? Oh! My god, his backpack is actually a jetpack. That's how he moves around so easily. It wasn't magic at all! It was just science. To be fair, what is science but magic that works? No. We don't believe that here. Shut up. Good luck, Ashley. Give my thanks to your bodyguard. He bought me a nice vacation to Rome. Merchant, wait. Will I ever see you again? We're all moving in one direction, remember? I'm sure our paths will cross again someday. Until then, remember the golden rule. Gold is good. Maybe I should just wear a jetpack all the time. Would have saved me a lot of trouble. Anyway, I should hurry back. I don't want Leon to freak out over my absence.
We have to get off this island now. It's gonna blow any minute.
It's gonna what?
We sprinted down the tunnel only to be confronted with a sharp drop-off. Like this is gonna stop us. One more jump for posterity. Wahoo! Bing bing wahoo. Perfect is as perfect does. We continued running down the rest of the tunnel until we entered a spacious cavern. And waiting for us in that cavern was a lone jet ski, looking like the finest water steed I ever saw.
Hang on, sweetheart.
Let's blow before the island does. He called her sweetheart. We're gonna make it, bros. You know, in all the excitement, I neglected to ask about why this island is exploding. But I suppose there's still time for that if we live. Are those walls in front of us? Why would you set up speed traps for jet skis? I don't miss the parasite, but I do miss being able to hack into Leon's neural network and influence his behavior. Now that I'm effectively powerless, I'll just have to touch his waist some more and hope that brings good luck.
I know. Just hold on.
Leon slammed the accelerator, zipping left and right as giant chunks of cave plummeted towards us like the world's most dangerous game of Tetris. At that speed, it took all my focus just to maintain my grip, so I closed my eyes and clutched his incredible abs like my life depended on it, which it really did. Wow, the frame rate for these cinematics is so bad that it's... oh, not again. The water. It's so soft. Or maybe it's just that all my bones are broken and I can't feel anything else. We're not going to say anything about this, okay? Are we in agreement? I'm here, Leon. My will has chosen life. Oh, good. The alternate ending. If the merchant had given us a gold bar, this might have ended differently.
Let's go home.
Sounds like a great idea.
Just in time for the sunrise, too. I can't believe it. We survived until morning.
Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
Not quite. I still have to get you home safe.
Home. I'm really going home. I don't know whether to smile like a fool or cry like a baby. So instead, I just exercised my newfound freedom in the only way that seemed appropriate.
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.
No, we're not gonna make it, bros.
Somehow I knew you'd say that, but it doesn't hurt to ask, you know?
Could his rejection have anything to do with my age? My status? My late game brain jump? Who knows even if affection points even transfer across space-time? Nah, it's gotta be that he's saving himself for another woman, like the lady in the red dress. It's always the lady in the red dress. Wanting to mask the lingering pain of their rejection, and rejoicing in the luxury of more mundane concerns, I decided to probe the topic further.
So, who was that woman anyway?
Why do you ask?
Don't play that game with me, Leon.
Come on, tell me.
She's like a part of me I can't let go. Let's leave it at that.
I wonder, is there a part of me I can't let go of, either? Hell yeah, dude. Focusing on yourself is for fucking nerds. People don't really do that. One day soon, Ninja. Merchant. You weren't wrong about your magnetism. My heart feels trapped in a house of mirrors, and everywhere I turn, I see your eyes. I love those fucking eyes. I hope you're right and I get to see them again someday. In the meantime, I might as well... Yeah. And that is my story. Four years later. Look at those fucking pooches! Whew. Memoir is finally done. Looking back on all of it now, that was some real crazy shit. And in the book world, that means I'm gonna make bank. I did fudge some details, not really inaccuracies per se, more like cohesion additives, narrative supplements, you know, lies that tell the truth, and all that. You really make me read this shit. Huh? Somebody's here? Hopefully it's just Dad swinging by for a courtesy call, and not Dad being dropped off by Secret Service for drunkenly swimming in a fountain again. Can I help? Oh my god. Hey stranger. It's been a while. Merchant! I can't believe it's you! I told you that our paths would cross again someday, didn't I? Not too hard to find you either. Got your address from a rando at Starbucks. Yeah, well, an acquaintance of mine leaked my kidnapping to the press. And so it made me into a minor celebrity, which isn't as great as it sounds. I understand completely. Yup. Money's nice, but fame is a price. That's why I stay in the shadows, cool and quiet. And yet here you are, visiting me in broad daylight. Why the sudden reappearance? And also, how did you get past my bodyguard? Oh, well that part's easy. I bribed him! Seems like a bit of a downgrade from the handsome one. I'd probably fire him if I were you. I will definitely be firing him. But other than that, I was just in the neighborhood. For a completely legitimate reason, mind you. And I thought, you know, I never did get that autograph. And so, here I am. Well, it's worth quite a bit these days. You're gonna need to up your offer. Good to see you know what you're worth. I could give you this golden cat statue I found. I think it's Egyptian. That's a decent starting point. I've also got a specialty weapon you might be interested in. Oh. Take a look. It's the choice of an avid gun collector. Its ammo will penetrate just about anything. Wow, that's a nice gun, mate. Of course, a discerning customer like myself needs to know if it's good at shooting and reloading. Ah, I see you have an eye for things. So let me assure you this. You'll need guts to use this weapon. Well, if you want to come in, I'll show you I've got guts to spare. Not literally, you know. Don't get any ideas. Ashley, a woman like you is too valuable to ever sell on the black market. Tonight, it's about you, me, and some of our a few of our secrets. Bad end Ashley took the Punisher. There she be.
Leave it to me, Leon.
Just trying to have fun.
So, how do we feel about the only Otome game you're ever going to see me play?
Ashley, you stay here.
I see you have an eye for things.
Where's the satisfying sound of one's impalement?
Gotta see all the secrets, huh? You shouldn't have made Leon such a himbo, but we're glad that you did. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's nice. The fucking Leon pirate. Christ. And the mysterious Mike. At least these developers are based, you know. We would like to thank you, the player, for partaking in this experience. Yeah, that really is what I would describe this as, an experience. You should visit the Atlantic puzzle on your way out. Oh, you mean the puzzle that I still can't fucking solve? It's fucking impossible, dude. We did it, boys. There's always pain. You're right. You're not love following your dream. Okay. You know the song "Bring Me to Life"? Yeah, that's the hint. What does that mean? That's not a hint. Life gives you holes, fill them, or don't. The man fuck. Yes. Two paths diverged in a wood, and both of them broke my mind. Yeah, me too, dude. I feel that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we are not going to be able to do that puzzle for a minute. It seems like that requires that we both basically see like everything, right? In addition to getting all of the romance options. Which is a lot. But we're free. We're finally free. I mean, like we're not because because I would like to see the other branching paths. So like we're literally not free, but we're free for like today. You know. You know. You know. You know. If you know, you know, you know. You know. Yeah. Yeah, this game has been interesting, right? In my mind, this falls in the same category as how do I word this without sounding like a fucking deranged maniac? Hmm. I don't think I can. And besides, that's never stopped me anyway. What was that? I don't actually need this to be up anymore. This game, in my mind, is in the same category as, like, watching, like, Hellsing Abridged in terms of the cohesion of fleshing out the characters that, like, didn't really get any fleshing out in the actual storyline, you know? Like, to the point where like when I think of the Hellsing Ultimate story, I literally have to stop and think to myself like, no, wait, hang on. Those plot points I'm thinking of are literally not from the actual canon storyline, and it's sort of the same sort of feeling being elicited here. Turns out, uh, going into more detail about characters that got no fucking real characterization is cool, and people like that. What a weird and quirky idea that Capcom really just never thought would be something that someone would be interested in. Why bother, you know? Like, who really cares about Ashley, right? Right? Oh god. Oh no. Oh, some of these outfits are good. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wasn't really making a joke for today's stream notification thing. This has genuinely made me like Ashley as a character, like, substantially more, which is fucking insane. Because you know, like Ashley in the normal game is like isn't really a whole lot of a character, right? Like, what possible characterization does she have? Like, as Capcom presented it, not really a whole lot, like, on display. Which is fine in like the actual storyline of Resident Evil, because like it doesn't fucking matter, Lamau. But it is nice. Truly surprising that the man who says constantly, "I like story in video games," is appreciative of additional storyline and characterization effort being put into a story that he already likes, huh? That's really weird. Who could have predicted this? RE4 is good, and this is and this is more of that. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Which outfit is that? It's this one. Give me. Really, like on a fundamental level, what I'm looking for in a game experience is fucking suffering, right? And it's suffering because I enjoy nothing more than like deep and meaningful storylines in games, but also you would have to put a bullet in my fucking brain or something close to it in order to get me to play like multiple JRPGs. You know what I mean? Which typically have like the most of that commonly. So I'm just constantly at a loss of like, oh man, I really wish I'm really craving the thing that is most common in a genre that I actively don't want to play. Oh man, how come I can't find the thing that I want? Ah, geez, who could predict fucking this? That's super weird. How come this game doesn't have the thing that I ordered when there are like 400,000 games that do have the thing that I ordered, but I don't want to play them because like hmm very fucking sad. And we only occasionally circumvent that, which is a huge shame. And whenever it does get circumvented, it's always like in some weird little fucking video game that like I don't expect. Like I just load up something on like a whim, right? Like no thoughts, head empty, like reasoning behind it, and then like halfway through, I'm like, wait a minute, and it's like the fucking bird eating like the saltine cracker thing. It's like, hold on, is this the keynote that I've been looking for? Incredible. Also, I don't really dislike like JRPGs. They're just like I'm growing increasingly wary of games that are like fucking fuck off huge massive time investments. You know? Like I have things that I have to actually do. I, so I'm a little hesitant to like load up a game for the stream that like that's all we're gonna be playing for like fucking like 2.5 weeks of just constant like fucking shifts because that doesn't sound that great. No, absolutely not. You think somebody would do that? You think somebody would like not stream something? God, what's this thing called? It's this. This is also sort of why whenever I do end up sitting down and us doing like a long form like RPG thing, we usually take like a 5 month break from doing that again. Like Pathfinder was the last one. It may be time to do that a second time in the near future. Yeah, like when was Pathfinder? Hang on, I don't remember. Obviously, I don't have the VODs anymore, so it's that which which gives me a good idea of the general time frame. Oh wait, no, I do have the VODs because I did save those air quotes. Let me just check really quick. It's like fucking way down here. There's the shackles. But are these the days that... No, they are. Okay. It hasn't been that long, but it's been... Yeah, it's been like 4 or 5 months. That was in July, which is pretty alright. Comfy, as the kids say. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm trolling. The next thing that we play probably should just be Faith. Because if I don't know what the fucking big deal is with this fucking game for like a day more, I'm going to burst. Because like I looked at Faith like a couple times when it was just like episode 1 and episode 2, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of fucking goofy and weird, but like it didn't like grab my attention in like a meaningful way. So, like in my current state, I don't get it. TM, which will be interesting going forward. What's the big deal? Well, we're gonna find out. One of these coming up days. Yeah, like you've been just saying Mortis like for months. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. You know, like obviously, like I know what it means and everything, but like but I want to know. Also, that's probably the best course of action because like think of it this way, right? We don't have the time. In terms of stream time, we have time enough for like one more game. You know? One singular game. Because like Bayonetta comes out like at the end of the week. And I would like to not like get behind on that. In an ideal world. So like our choices are like we can do Faith. What else do I have laying around? I have a couple things like not really worth mentioning. Half of these I know are going to be too long, so they aren't good. It's we do we do like the entirety of Faith. Definitely the strongest contender of the bunch. We could do stay out of the house and for like a night and see how cool it is now that it's fully released. We could do like Alessia or something. Yeah, like we do, like anything of any bigger endeavor, and we probably can't finish Faith in time. To be honest, I can probably just, even though we're on a time crunch, air quotes, I can definitely like I don't have to be playing Bayonetta like the instant that fucking midnight hits on like Friday, you know. But like I don't know how long each of the Faith episodes are going to take, like at all. But I don't think like we can't do anything on Monday because you're gonna be gone. And then we also can't really do anything on Thursday because I'm gonna be gone. So it's like, all right, you got like 2 days max to fucking stream. Like, I don't know. Oh, I thought you had your thing tomorrow. I see. Well, then that's comfy. Never mind. I was working on faulty information, just like I always am. That's nice. Okay, let me I'm gonna start working on these fucking keywords, and hopefully I can play the fucking video game today. Because we're not doing anything else, I don't think. Even though we only went for 2 hours. Hmm. We could just start up another, like, streaming for like 2 hours is fully in the just start up another game and, you know, Lamau, kind of thing, isn't it? Like, that's fucking, that is something that I personally would ascribe to be pathetic if I saw someone else do, you know? It's not like the Otome game was incredibly intensive of a 2 hours, you know. Hmm. I'm thinking about it. Hmm. Yeah, no. It's sort of. Hmm. Hmm. I think it's up to you, right? Because my current thinking is you are likely going to actually want to pay attention to to me playing Faith question mark, you know. Okay, this armor's not that bad. Yeah, like we could do chapter 1 uh easily. Here. We will take um we'll take a break. I'm gonna like put the music back on while I do the keywords on this outfit. Lamau. And then I'm gonna segment the VOD. Like probably just restart it. So the Otome shit is not interspersed with Mortis posting.
Carved on stairs, buried deep in the earth, long submerged beneath waterfalls, or triggering a thunderstorm, summoning gusts of wind, seething waves of sea, slapping on the reefs to make a voice tell us what to believe without any doubt, without any doubt. Never let us down. Tell us when to depart. For a promise true, for a promise true. Despite the day of doom, our bloodline stretches out one more inch with every heartbeat, reaches a fingertip that has been stained at the
on the page.
We have done before, taking heart of grace. Taking heart of grace is hardly the way. We still stand against the fear of Vietnam. The fear of Vietnam keeps our frailty apart.
shining neon, neon. In endless rain, what have you had become? How many times I wanna wake you up, giving you up, go up on my own way alone.
Who we are, how far we've gone. Let us heal the misery and plant a